I hope you're hungry because in today's video, I'm giving you the ultimate guide to food in Sea of Thieves. There are 4 categories of food items in the game: fruit, meat, fish, and bait. Fruit is the main healing item in Sea of Thieves. Here's every type you can find. Bananas heal 20 health, coconuts heal 30, pomegranates heal 40, mangoes heal 50, and finally the pineapple is the rarest fruit, giving you 2 separate bites for 100 health each. So 200 health total, making a pineapple 10 times better than a banana. The best place to find rare fruit is in outpost barrels, fortresses, sea forts, and storage crates washed up on beaches. Next, let's talk about meat. Raw meat is useless, but cooked meat will give you 50 health per bite, and it will store 25 health regeneration. You can hunt animals and monsters for meat as you explore the world. If you look on islands, you'll find pigs and chickens and snakes, which all drop 1 piece of meat. If you look in the ocean, you can kill sharks and megalodons and even the Kraken to get meat. And of course you can go fishing too, even while you sail. Megalodon and Kraken meat is the rarest, so it gives 100 health instead of 50, and it stores up 50 health regen instead of only 25. You can also find meat inside the flesh of other players, but this is usually frowned upon. Now let's learn how to cook. To cook your meat, simply put it on the stove at the bottom of your ship. Your meat will only change color twice before it's done. It will go from raw to a light tan, and finally it will turn fully brown around the edges when it's done. But remove it quickly or else it will burn. If your food burns, it will become useless and it will start a fire on your ship. A trick for knowing when fish is fully cooked is that the eyes will turn white. Meat is the hardest food to come by, but it's the best for PvP. Meat offers 2 special advantages for helping you fight other players. The first is that cooked meat lets you save up 25 health regeneration per bite. So eating 2 full pieces of meat lets you save up a full 100 health, which will regenerate whenever you aren't taking damage. The second way meat helps with PvP is by giving you 2 bites instead of 1. Food inventory space is very limited, which is why you want meat and pineapples to basically double your inventory space by giving you twice as many healing bites. If you're too lazy to hunt for meat or cook it, the best place to find cooked meat is by visiting a sea fort and searching the loading cranes. These specific barrels are always loaded with cooked meat and pineapples. Next, let's talk about fish. These can be caught by using your fishing rod. This can be a great way to pass the time and stock up on resources while you sail. There are a whopping 50 types of fish total in Sea of Thieves, which are divided by 10 different species and 5 different breeds. You can also catch a giant version of each one called a trophy fish. These are the rarest and most valuable. If you want money instead of food, fish can be sold at sea posts to the Hunter's Call faction. Some fish require bait to catch and others don't. You can dig up bait anywhere by using your shovel. Let's quickly look at each species of fish and how to catch it. Splashtails can be caught anywhere but ponds and you don't need bait. Pondies can only be caught in freshwater ponds and you don't need bait. Isle hoppers can be found around any large island and don't require bait. Ancient scales can only be caught in the Ancient Isles region and they require leeches as bait. Plentifins are found in the Shores of Plenty region and they need earthworms as bait. Wild splashes are found in the Wilds region and you'll need earthworms as bait. Devilfish are only found in the Devil's Roar, and you'll need grubs as bait. Battle gills are fish attracted to danger. They are found in the waters near skeleton ships, active skeleton forts, the Fort of Fortune, or the Fort of the Damned. You'll need to use grubs as bait to catch battle gills. Wreckers can only be found near shipwrecks, and you'll need to use earthworms as bait. And finally, stormfish can only be caught inside the hurricane, and you'll need to use leeches as bait. Now let's take a closer look at bait. There are 3 types, which are worms, leeches, and grubs. These can randomly spawn in any barrel, or they can be dug up anywhere with your shovel. You might think they're just for fishing, but they can also be used for PvP. Bait only heals 10 health per bite, but you can hold 10 bait total. This means that even if you run out of food, you can always heal yourself back to full using bait in an emergency. That's why I always recommend keeping 10 bait on you at all times. Eating bait also causes you to vomit, which can blind your enemies when it hits them. Eating bait to vomit during a fight is like using a flashbang in this game. Vomit can also be saved in your bucket for later, or used to put out fires. And now you're ready to be the best chef on the Sea of Thieves. If you found this video useful, don't forget to subscribe. Thanks for watching, Captain Squiddy.